Empty.
Yeah.
Now the last port C.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Empty.
Welcome
So thank
to the
you.
stream.
So we have all our ballot papers in their various bowls. And I believe all the schools are watching us live, all those schools who have qualified for this year's National Science and Maths Quiz 2025 edition are already watching us and to see which contest they're going to feature in and which schools they're going to meet and for which they will have to start strategizing. If you know you are the Morino type, or you're Pep Guardiola type, you are whatever you are, just please start putting pen to paper to strategize. And I wish all the competing schools the best of luck. So
Welcome.
I think it's nice, it's very befitting, since we have the Haruna factor, which has helped us so far this year, to help us with the first 10 ballots contests. And so at this juncture, I'd like to invite the Honorable Minister to help us. So the schools who are watching, please pray for the Haruna factor to apply for your contest. Yes.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
So Minister will pick one from Port A first.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
From Port A, we have Operipaying.
Welcome to the stream.
Contest number 1. Now Port B.
Welcome to the stream.
Port B, we have Pando.
Welcome to the stream.
And from Port C, we have our SHTS. So those are the first 3 schools who are going to feature on the first contest. Next one, Minister. For second contest, Port A, Ovenu, SHCS, ports from Port B. KNUST SHS from Port B, Port C.
Welcome to the stream.
From Port C, we have Efuakobi, Ampem.
Welcome to the stream.
Next contest.
Welcome.
From Port A, we have Gold Tafo SHS.
Welcome to the stream.
From Port B, we have Takwa SHS from Port B, the third contest. And from Port C.
So this was the balloting earlier today.
Elinaman SHS.
So this stream, we just want to talk about some of the things you need to know ahead of NSMQ 2024-25 this year.
From Port A, we have Tamale Islamic, contest number 4.
So welcome to the stream. This was the balloting earlier today. However, today we want to talk about some of the things that you know ahead of NSMQ 2025. So NSMQ 2025 is happening live.
We have Fafraha Community SHS.
So
next one, that's our 5th contest.
Welcome to the stream. Do be sure to say hi in the chat.
All right.
We'll begin shortly.
SHS, Port A. Port B.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Be sure to say hi in the chat.
St. Andrews SHS. Port C. SDA SHS Bekwai.
That's Honorable Minister really picking the schools to.
Next one, contest 6.
to compete in the prelims. Don't know why in Science and Math quiz I have not uploaded the schedule already of all the various schools that are competing. That would have been nice, actually.
From Port B.
Mm.
Ola SHS, who? From Port C.
That would have been nice.
Juaboso SHS. Next one.
Welcome to the stream. Do say hi in the chats.
Anglon SHS.
All right, so I think we should just go ahead with it. So one of the things you have to know is the reigning champions. Obviously, it's a fantasy school. You know, fantasy school after about a 10-year wait, when they ended their title drought. Fantasy had won the competition. Last time was in 2014, I believe. All right, but then now they returned back to the top. In one of the most intense finals, actually. Last year's final was actually intense, going all the way to the last round, the last riddle, actually. That was quite impressive. And then what made it even more memorable was how it ended up in the final riddles. And their part two trophy was actually very impressive. In the semi-final, I think they defeated the defending champions, Presec. A very dramatic tiebreaker as well. It was the riddle, and that was a very important win actually. If you are an anti-Presec, I don't know if you're an anti-Presec, I don't know if there's a way to say it that way. But then yeah, that was quite impressive because if they had no win, then that would be a record 9th title for Presec, right? So that was quite impressive, quite important for Infant Film School last year. And also, that title that Infant Film won last year marked the 3rd title, right? So now overall, they placed 4th in the all-time, champions. So Infant Film has now won the title about 4 times, I think. So yeah, that's it. That's the first thing. Heading into NSMQ 225, all eyes will be on Infant Film. Can they defend their title? Can they solidify, another era of dominance? I mean, you never know. You never know. I think it would be nice to see Infant Film go all the way and then defend their title. That would be quite impressive. Then the second thing to know is the seeded schools. All right. Now every year, schools that reach the quarterfinal of the school or the stage in a seeded spot for the following edition, right? So this privilege will spread them from beginning all the way from the regional to the prelims, right? It just allows them to go straight into the 1-8 stage. Okay. So last year, about 8 schools lost their seeded spots. So this includes St. Louis, Kumasi High, Abetifi Presby, Yellow Club SHS, Kumasi Secondary Technical, the Anglican SHS, Kumasi, Petrie SHS, Wesley Grammar School. Yeah, so for these schools, they'd have to start all of that from the regionals to the prelims, right? So yeah, that's for these schools. However, every year we have about 27 seeded schools. And then among them, of course, there are some honorable mention. We have Presec. I mean, what can you do without saying Presec, right? So Presec remains the most successful school in the National Science and Maths history. They hold an unmatched 8 national titles, right? If you want to say it that way. And they are the only school to have won the NSMQ back-to-back twice. So yeah, I mean, you can never go without seeing Presbyterian Boys High School, their consistency, their experience, like mental toughness is unmatched. I mean, it's a benchmark for every school. And then also another team to watch closely is St. Augustine's College. After finishing as runner-ups in 2024, I mean, they have been one of the most reputable schools, I think, when it comes to final performances. Because aside last year's performance, St. Augustine had reached the finals twice in 2007 and 2019, and they won both. So, like, if not for last year, they would have still had their 100% record in the final. Yeah. So that's another team to watch as well.
Enya better sao.
I'm sure. I mean, though they've narrowly
Don't be
missed on the
deceived.
2024 trophy, I'm sure they'll prepare very
EBC
much,
Malco girls.
coming into the competition again. So, I mean,
SHS.
these
So
are
the
some
next
honorable
contest.
mentions. And then, come on, going into the NSMQ 2025, knowing that these schools are coming live in college, it just adds
Contest
up
number
to
13.
the
Vapo
unpredictability and then the
SHS.
excitement about the
From point
competition,
A. Now
right?
point B.
Now, something that's very special about this year's competition is the newcomers to the NSMQ 2025. So 15 schools will make their debut
SHS.
appearance this year in the National
Elava.
Fancies and Masquerades.
Eva.
And this just goes to show
Eva.
how much the NSMQ is evolving. You know, NSMQ is just the best, right? Unmatched competition. So some of the newcomers, they include from SHS, Our Lady of Lourdes
Next contest for
Girls,
that's number
SHS.
14.
We have Amanfro
The Green Girls
SHS,
SHS from point A.
Tafua Senior High School, Akro SHS, Presbyterian SHS, Adioso. We have Wovenu SHS PS, Mankesim
Doma
SHS,
SHS from
Agona,
point B.
Dwaboso, Abumusu, STEM SHS, Anum
From point
Presby,
C.
Senya SHS, Salagati Ahmadiyya.
St. Mary's
And for all these
Secondary
schools, NSMQ will
SHS
be
Lolodo.
their first ever appearance at the national championship, and they'll be under the spotlight.
Next
Now,
contest
if you've
15.
never been there, you
Point
think
A.
this. I mean,
Odana
if you've been there
SHS
all this while, you think this is a normal feat. But then for these
from point B.
newcomers, I mean, there's something special for them. And if their original performances are anything to go by, I mean, we are expecting
Usitaban
some
Catholic
seasoned
SHS
competitors in the competition to
from
take
point
note.
C.
I mean, this year, obviously, a lot of senior schools are going to lose their spots as well. So, I mean,
Fijai
it just gives you a
SHS.
lot more to expect in this year's competition.
Next contest that's 16.
Some of the very
Point
impressive
A.
performances from these debutants at the regional levels
Sunyani
come
SHS.
from Nyakrom SHTS. Nyakrom SHTS actually qualified with 64 points, and that was one of the highest
Actually,
among like first timers in
Akrom
general.
SHTS
Wovenu came with 55
and from
points.
point C.
55 points for a first timer is crazy because I mean there are schools that are regulars to the regionals and then they keep
Chito
leaving with like
SHTS
-1 or 1 point. It's like at the end of the whole
next
show.
to 17.
So this is quite impressive. Pando SHS was actually knocked out by Wovenu SHS, and Pando is quite
Point A.
a
Notre
stronghold
Dame
in the
Girls
Volta region, if you
SHS.
ask me. And then Mankasim SHTS, another newcomer, won with 47 points, and they eliminated Asim State College.
Osea
Asim State
Jumpe
College is also
SHS.
a very good school, well-known
From
NSMQ
point
regular
C.
school. But then they were taken out. And then we have Atafua SHS also calling with 50 points, Agona
Enata
SHTS
SHS.
with 46 points, Akro
Contest
SHTS with
18.
42 points, and Pram Pram SHTS with a strong 45 points. And I mean, for first time, this is absolutely incredible.
Brecum
And
Presby
this just makes
SHS.
the prelims even that much more exciting. So I'm looking forward to some high scoring prelims, very close content prelims. I don't think there will ever be a
Wagataka
dull prelims
SHS.
this year. It has so much to just look forward to,
From point C.
this year. Now, one other thing, the fourth thing to know about this year's competition.
Siamas
So
Sabagi.
far, I think we have to go over the leaderboards, right? Which schools have won the most
Next
trophies?
contest.
I mean, of course, Presec is the all-time leader, undoubtedly.
Ghana
It's a
SHS.
record 8
Tamale.
titles,
Winners.
right? 8 titles. And then
40B.
making the most successful school in the competition's history, of course. Then Prempeh College, the first timers, they won the competition the first time
SHS.
in 1994. And then, come on, they are not far behind with 5 titles. It's something to brag about. Then we have multiple time winners like State Peter
St. Catherine
SHS and
SHS.
Infant School. They have both lifted the trophy about 3 times.
The
And
last
then Fancy
contest for goal
was the one that added their third trophy just last year. Opokuwari and Achimota schools
SHS.
both have 2 titles each, and we all know Achimota is the only mixed school to ever win this competition. Now, joining the exclusive club is
West
Adisadel
African
College
SHS.
already,
Was.
with just a single trophy to their name. And they are one of the successful schools as well.
The last one for Pot C.
St. Thomas Aquinas so as DSTS also have one trophy to their name,
Thank you
you
very much,
know.
Irene. Thank
But
you.
as history shows, the past doesn't guarantee the future. So every year we expect a new
Now I'll call
champion.
on
I
Mr.
mean,
Isaac,
this
Isaac
year,
Ejenim
are
Boateng
we going to see a
from
very
Momo
brand new champion? I don't
to
know,
help us
but
with the next
I
set
think
of
I'm
boxing.
excited to see it. I'm excited to see what comes out of this
I'm
year's
sure
competition as
by the
well.
time he finishes the battle, Momo,
Then
the schools
another
that
thing
he
we should
battles
take
for.
note of, I mean, if you're looking forward to an exciting
So
and
as
engaging
we do
prelims
take from
contest,
Port
you have
A,
to
Port B, and
look
Port
at the
C.
regional
So
and
that's a
zonal
part of
champions
preparing
as
for
well.
big
So ahead of
time.
the
Thank you.
National Science and Maths Quiz 2025, this is how the current regional and zonal champions line
Ahmed
up.
Grace SHS.
So Ghana has 8 main zones, right? So for the Greater Accra region, Achimota made
Next, Benue
the new regional champions.
SHS.
They ended Presec's 5-year dominance. So Presec has just been
C.
winning this thing year after year after year,
Pampero
you know. But then
SHS.
finally,
Next one,
their streak has been
Shibu
ended
mix up.
by Achimota
Mix
School,
them up.
which was quite impressive. In the Central Region, Wesley
Port
Girls
A,
claimed the title.
Agri
They
Memorial
took it
Zion
over from
SHS.
Alisador College 2 years ago. Yeah, a year ago, I guess. And they had been holding the title for
Port B,
3 years. No, this year there have been a lot of, takeovers. I
Ahoy
like put it.
EP
A lot of
SHS.
rumors has been turned around. So yeah, it's quite impressive going into
From Port C,
the National Science and Maths Quiz 2025. I mean, are they going to carry this momentum?
Obri Yeboah
You never know.
SHS.
Will Wesley Girls be the first girls school to win this year? It's up to them, I guess. We'll
Next
be
one,
excited for them anyway. Then moving to the Bona Half Zone, St. James
University
Seminary
Baptist
SHS,
SHS.
they reclaimed their championship status again. They lost it to Sunyani last year, but then yeah, they are back with a banger.
Port B,
Will St. James go
Muru
into the national
SHS.
competition with this
And then from
form,
Port
this fine
C,
form? Would they? I mean, you never know, but you're expecting the best from them as well. Anyway, now when it comes to the
Asabam
Ashanti
Girls
region,
SHS.
Ashanti region is actually started, with some of the top performing schools. So Pokuwari
Next one,
stands tall this year. Pokuwari won the regional championship. Then, given Ashanti region's depth of channel
Abetifi Boys
of talent,
SHS.
like Prempeh College, Kumasi High, Kumasi Anglican, KNSC, SHS, Opokwari's victories actually shows how
Grace Sports
resilient they are.
Boating
And it's
SHS from
important
Port
to
B.
know Opokwari is now coming to the
And from Port C,
competition third time in a row with the same contestants. So, I mean, this year there's a lot of expectation for Opokwari. Come on, if you can win the first time,
Sefirioso
you can win the second
SHS.
time. This time, surely you have to win.
Next
You
one,
surely just have to win it. Going to the Eastern region, it remains under control of
from Port
St.
3, we have
Peter's
Secretary
SHS.
College.
It's another beautiful performance this year, winning
From
the
Port
regional
B,
championship. Now, they reclaimed it after missing out in the last 2 years. So, St. Peter's are back as regional
Mankranso
champions.
SHS.
We can't wait to see them. St. Peter's have actually brought out some of the best, most memorable, most
Next,
trendy
from Port
contestants
C,
over the years. So, I mean, we don't know what this
St.
year
Joseph
holds for
Seminary
us.
SHS.
Makes it all the more exciting.
Uh,
In the
Thank you,
voter
Bishop.
OT zone, KTICTS won. They
Next
reclaimed their
one,
title for the second consecutive year. I mean, at this point,
Kumasi
come on,
High.
from the voter reason, Keta
He's
looks the most likely actually to win the Science and Maths quiz. They were in the final last year.
from Port
They've been
B.
performing very well, incredible. So, I mean,
St.
it's no
Mary's
surprising
Boys.
that they went ahead to claim the regional championship. They
And then
are a
from Akron,
powerhouse in the Volta region, actually.
from
I think
Akron,
they're one of the most exciting schools actually to
from the
watch in the National
Western
Science
region.
and Maths quiz. We can't wait for the competition to
Army
start
of
this
Mount Carmel
year and
Girls.
see what they have for us. Finally, in the Western region, Ghana Secondary Technical continues to carry the shoulders high. I think they have dominated the region most of the time. So yeah,
Sims
that's just
SHS.
a no-brainer, I guess. That is a no-brainer, I guess.
From Port B.
Okay, so next, one special thing about this year's competition is the
Kofi
increased
Adjei
number of participants.
SHCS.
The 2025 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz, this year the stage is bigger than ever. For the first time in the competition history, a record 174 schools
Our Lady of
will be
Luz Girls
qualifying to this year's
SHS.
competition. Like, it's insane. It's really insane because last year we had about 157 schools competing. And this
Last,
year, like,
it was for
it's just massive.
Momo FC.
Yes, I don't know how it's going to be like.
Abomusu
I don't know how
STEM
the format, will there be
SHS.
any change to the format? We are yet to know. I mean, there are lots of Do you see news is yet to come out this year? I feel so. It's going to be a lot to look out to. So among these 174 schools that coming this year include the 27 city schools, the 106 regional qualifiers, and then we have 32 top runner-ups. Those who didn't really win their contest in the regional qualifiers, but then they had a high enough score to qualify as part of this top 32 runner-ups. And then last but not least, this year's competition is still going to be at UCC. I mean, UCC is at the heart of one of the most competitive regions anyway. The campus and atmosphere is going to be electric again as the students, teachers, supporters trooping again for this year's competition. It's just going to be amazing because there's a fun spin, there's a Disago College, there's Wesley Halls. I mean, is it going to be a host and win this year again? You don't know. I think we are looking forward to this competition again. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Those are some of the things to really look out for going to NSMQ 2025. Can't wait for the competition to start. I'll try to live stream some of the contests and react to them in real time. I hope it will be a fun time.
We have
Yeah,
SHS,
yes, that.
Bantama,